Hey everybody, I'm Whispy Woodz and welcome to The Truth, the first part of a three-part main series on my channel where we decode everything that is anything about the mural. So like, favorite, and subscribe, comment anything that you have to say about the mural, and enjoy the video. This is the IIA, okay? A lot of you throughout the story have understood the IIA and what they are here to do. They are the main rival against the FIB, okay? The people that employ you throughout the game, alright? And throughout the game, you do several things against them, and they're also the main people who not only try to stop you, but they send a bunch of different symbolisms, okay, your way about the IIA, alright? One major thing that you'll notice is that there's no major reason for the IA to be there other than being a rival to the FIB, okay? But my point is about the monuments in the game and how they conform to send you Easter eggs, alright? They send you clues of different Easter eggs, alright? It's no different than the FIB being tied to the UFO at the top of Mount Chiliad and why it says FIB. It's so you can go and look up what the FIB is about and understand things about them. They wanted you to do this, okay? And this is proof of it. This is one of the many proofs of why the IIA is positioned next to the FIB and why it's relevant in the mystery. The first thing you'll notice right here is the IIA, okay? The Internal Affairs Agency. They're not only the counterpart to the CIA, okay? The Central Intelligence Agency. They also, if you haven't noticed, have vehicles, but the only vehicle within the game that they own, okay, is a buzzard. That's the only vehicle in GTA 5 that they own, alright? And that's very interesting considering the fact that the FIB, Noose, the Los Santos police, even sheriffs have their own cars, okay? And I want you to understand what I mean about that. Their only vehicle is a buzzard. Okay, this is a clue. The first thing that you'll notice about their logo, okay, is the eye, something that conforms with, you know, all the Easter eggs, not all the Easter eggs, but most of them that have to do with what I'm talking about. Okay, and then you'll notice the bird. All right. Something that to the naked eye wouldn't seem like anything, okay? And I understand a lot of the reason why people are skeptical to what I'm saying, but if you stick around for the full video, you'll understand why birds are how I understood to look at the mountain and see the cracked egg, okay? And it's what we should have understood from the get-go. It's what we should have understood 6 months ago, all right? Another thing you'll understand is stars, okay? Something that is tied to most Easter eggs in the game and what they wanted you to understand and correlate, okay? Now, I want you to understand that the main reason for the symbolism behind most of the logos and the monuments in the buildings, okay, all conform to tell you how to read the mural. Alright, and this is exactly one of them, and I'll be explaining throughout the video. Okay, so we're looking at the GTA 4 side of the wiki, and just so you understand, okay, this is relevant because not only have the GTA 4 people shown up in the universe of GTA 5, but we all know that they are closely tied to one another, and just how their games work, and the several different little things throughout the city that, you know, show proof of this Liberty City being the Liberty City that exists, not the Liberty City from GTA 3, okay? Now, one thing you'll understand and notice is that flying rats is a euphemism for a bird and or pigeon, alright? And it was a big, not necessarily Easter egg, but it was a big, you know, mini game / Easter egg that you can gain throughout the game, finding different scattered pigeons throughout the game that were highlighted. Okay? And then when you actually unlock 200 of them, all right, because in most GTA games they have you collect things, all right, they do. So the thing that's interesting here, though, that I want you to keep in mind, and that will make more sense along the way, all right, is it's their sense of telling you what they mean with their wordplay, all right? And throughout this video, I'll be showing you how when they bring up birds, they're talking about helicopters, okay? Throughout the whole game of 5, all right, they're telling you that birds and a helicopter are the only way to truly see the mountain, okay, for what it is, a bird's eye view. And I'll be proving that sense of not only the map, but I'll be showing you several different examples of what I mean and how the map conforms to tell you different things. Aside from that, you'll notice that when you do unlock one of the main Easter eggs in the game, which is the Annihilator helicopter, okay, you only get that by collecting 200 flying rats, alright? So understand that's just one correlation, alright? We will be back with more, but that's just one correlation, you guys. And I know it sounds odd, but I will show you that this is not just bullshit, that they've done it numerous times and they've made a point to do it, okay? Deliberately. Okay, so this is the mission where we go in and we kill off a lot of the FIB members, okay? And I want you to understand there's a reason why they made us, okay, work for the FIB. In GTA 4, you were Nico Bellic, and he worked for the IIA, alright? And I want you to understand they're doing things in vice versa, alright? It's all about backwards symbolism. Seriously, it's about taking things and rearranging them in their right order. That's all it's about, and they've literally been telling us to rearrange and segregate. And one of the main things I want you to understand here is that, okay, before I show you this major scene, I want you to open your mind, okay, and I want you to put all the bullshit aside, clean your slate, and understand that this fucking game and Rockstar, they never put anything in front of your face that they don't want you to see, okay? All the shit that they want you to see is all intentional, and it's all just in case you missed it. This is one of the just in cases that you guys missed and that I caught on. And it's one of the things, like I said, that helped me read the true understanding of what the eye meant and how the position of the eye was supposed to be read. Okay? Now, before I show you and continue the scene, I want you to notice that this is the Pyrenees building. Alright? And in front of this building is the building with the pyramid. Right in front of the eye. Alright? You can go look this shit up. You can go see it yourself. Now understand, this is too deliberate. It's too planned out. They have this scene cut out specifically, okay, in this angle. They could have showed any other angle of the building, you guys. Any angle. It's a 4-corner building. Why the fuck didn't they show another angle? Why didn't they show the angle in front of the maze building? You get what I mean? Why did they do this? Because it's intentional. They wanted you to see what they wanted you to see. They wanted you to see the cop cars coming down. But that's bullshit. That's part of the bullshit path in the maze. Alright? This is once again another example of one of their many mazes throughout the game. It's all the same analogy. There's like several bullshit ass paths, but there's one thing, one clue in what you're watching, okay, that gives you some resolution with either an Easter egg or something in the game. And I know it sounds real hard to understand, but they knew it would be hard to explain. They knew people would end up sounding like the fucking Epsilon, and everyone else that was like an asshole in the game who just sounded like they were talking about gibberish, okay? They knew it. They knew people would sound stupid explaining this shit because it's a lot deeper than we ever thought, but it's a lot simpler to put together than we ever thought, okay? Now, like I said, I'm going to continue the scene, and I want you to listen to what Michael says, okay? I want you to listen to what your partner says, and then I want you to listen to what Michael says. And I want you to understand that it's all deliberate, and it's all for your point of view. It's all so you can understand certain things about the game, all right? Now, enough of me talking. I want you to really listen, okay? Really, really listen.
Look, about every flashing light in the city. They don't look like they're for us. Not yet, at least. Ah, crap! They got a bird.
Okay, right there. He said, and I quote, "Aw, crap, they got a bird." Okay? Now, I know it's like, okay, what does that mean? You have to use your mind, you guys. Okay? Because they wanted you to. Alright? They used their brain, you need to use yours about this. Like I said, there's nothing they don't want to show you. There's a big reason why they showed this statue of this eagle right in front of the building. Right in front of the building. I know eagles have to do with law enforcement, but I find it funny that there's a few sheriffs throughout the game that not only don't have an eagle as their logo, so it's not just about the law enforcement aspect, but it's a deeper symbolism within what they want us to do. Now, this right here is my pure example of, like I said, the Pyramus building and the pyramid is in front of it. The bird's eye view of the pyramid. And you guys, that's how I was able to even understand this stupid ass cracked egg shit, okay? That right there shows us how they want us to look at the fucking mountain. How many times did they told us, look up at your truth and see the mountain for what it is? Okay? you can look all this shit up, okay? I'm not sitting here bullshitting you guys, all right? Answer me one question. Why would your partner in the mission refer to the helicopter, okay, as a chopper? He said, "Oh God, you guys, you got the chopper on you." Okay, the chopper. Okay, he just referred it to as the chopper. We understand it's a helicopter. So why would Michael rephrase and be redundant in saying, "Oh crap, we got a bird"? Why? Because it's all correlated, you guys. And they wanted you to see this. Alright? They didn't want everyone to see it because there's other symbolisms in the game. Which is why you have an option to do this mission this way. Alright? If you go in as the fire department, you would have never seen this. Alright? And that's missing out on an Easter egg, which is why they needed other forms of it everywhere. Alright? There's other examples of these birds.